Top of morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the custom card review. I almost said what if one. So, this archetype, 3 cards combo thing. So, this is the supposed to be like a meme one. So, the archetype's name is called Popcorn. So all these have weird like popcorn effects. Plus they have popcorn in their card artwork. So yeah. I was bored the other day. So now let's get into this custom cards. So Popcorn Dark is all 3 of them are continuous spells. 3 of them. I mean more, but I forgot to add them. So once per turn during your opponent's end phase, discard 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. So that means sends them to the graveyard. Your opponent loses 1,500 life points for each card from your graveyard by this effect. You can shuffle this. Wait, hold on. For once per turns. If this card's effects are negated by card effects, you shuffle this card into the deck. Negate all card effects from your opponent's field and hand until your opponent's next end phase. So this card they will summon it and set it, but not activate it. So then Popcorn Lunch has a different effect. Sorry. During your opponent's draw phase, you pay 1,000 life points, skip your opponent's battle phase. If it does, then send all cards from your opponent's hand to the deck. You gain 1,000 life points for each card from your opponent's deck by this effect, or once per turn. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Draw 3 cards from the top of your deck to your hand. So I'm not reading like you can only use this effects for once per turns, because that's on all of them. So this one is supposed to be like a pot of greed kind, but I changed it to having a searcher. Basically, most of these have like search abilities, but there's this one. Once per turn during your draw phase, return 1 card from the top or from your hand, graveyard, or banner zone to the deck or to your deck, and then shuffle it. Select 1 popcorn spell / trap card from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into your deck. Shuffle all cards from your opponent's field and hand into their deck. If you do, special summon 1 popcorn monster or 1 plant type monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. So most of these cards, like this one, can bring out like a monster of that same archetype. Or because popcorn is a plant. Basically, it comes from plants. So that's what I like. Corn is a plant. So yeah. So hold on. So this monster right here is, I'm going over the like other spell or monsters. So this one is called Popcorn Spy. So this card is a plant type monster. So yeah, the whole gimmick is the summons out their archetype or the plant type monsters. So destroy, or when it's flipped face up, destroys all cards from your opponent's field, and their effects are negated until this card leaves the field. So basically a weak effect, but if it does, you can draw 2 cards from the top of your deck to your hand for each destroyed card from the graveyard by this effect. So yeah, this one allows you to have destruction, like destroys all cards. Number 2 is allows you to draw, because there's like 5 cards, or no, 10 cards on both sides. So you could draw a 20 card yards. Depends on how many opponent places down. Or 21 if you had, or if your opponent had a synchro monster on there, or link monster, yeah. So yeah. So now its graveyard effect. If this card is in your graveyard or banish zone, you can tribute 1 plant type monster from the field to the graveyard. Special summon this card to your field and or in the set mode. If it does, you gain 2,000 life points. So yeah. So the first effect, it goes like, oh, I'm gonna take all your monsters out. And yeah. And then now I am gaining more advantage over you. So yeah. There's about 3 cards, or minus 3 cards. So this one has more. So let's do the one right next to it. The Popcorn Spider. And you don't see it, but the popcorn is actually on all their artwork things. So, like, this one is actually its entire body as a popcorn. So, yeah. If this card is sent to the graveyard, or from your field to the graveyard by a card effect or by battle, shuffle this card from your graveyard to your deck and shuffle it. Then you place 3 popcorn spell / trap cards to your spell and trap card zones in set mode. If it does, take 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck to your hand. So I was trying to make it have a, like, fit a theme of the archetype and the it steals 2. So you're basically gaining like 5 cards right off the get-go. So basically, yeah. And I tried my best to draw a spider, but this is just a not ordinary spider. It's a popcorn spider. It hides in your popcorn when you're not looking. When you put your hand in, yeet! Yeah, that was it snapping its jaws onto your fingers. Yeah. So yeah, the next card, Popcorn King of the Popcorn. Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Robin. Sorry. This is a plant type, level 4, Earth, with 15,000 attack, 12,000 defense, and it's like you can, during your main phase 2, after you attack, you can use this, like you can go into your main phase 2, you can pay 2,000 life points, you can activate one of these effects for once per turns. So, here, let me zoom in. So, the first effect is basically if I want it to, like, inflict some damage to your opponent's life points. So, yeah. I just imagine if it was animated, he goes into his popcorn bag on top of his head, pulls out popcorns, and starts throwing them like a ticking time bombs, destroying them. Yeah. And this card destroys, or number 2 effect is just destroy all cards from the field except this card. So I just imagine like him throwing popcorns around everywhere. Yeah. And then shuffle 1 card from your graveyard to the deck, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points. And then that was 1, 2, 3, now 4. So you gain 1,000 life points for each level this card has, and draw 2 cards. So basically, and I put that little @ symbol. So so you can gain life points, like bump you up to life points things. So that would be like for each level, that makes it 4. So for each round, so that would be like 4, 8, 9, 10, and yeah. So basically, like 10 round makes it like 4 million. Unless your opponent plays with a bad reaction to Samachi. So, yeah, now it's a graveyard effect. Is you can shovel this card into the deck. You gain 15,000 life points. And so this card is broken, but good kind of broken. Not the like straight up broken like I play this all my or I automatically win the duel thing. Then I know you're probably all of you are saying in the comments are like, okay, so we already did the dark one. So, yep, you already did that one, or I already did that one. Now, buyer, current one is a spell card. It's basically it's basically has one of the spell cards effects that allows you to like add a certain card called, or I'm trying to think, it was a warrior type monster, or adds one level 4 or lower monster, warrior type monster. So I made this one, Popcorn Buyer. This card allows you to basically add a level 12 or lower plant type monster or popcorn monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into your deck. You can add 2 cards from on top of your deck. Or from anywhere to your hand. So, yeah. I know it looks like it's busted. Just for this archetype. Spicy. So, ready? How much? Okay. So, once per turn, during your main phase 1, discard 1 card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Inflict damage to your opponent. Like, basically, it says 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points. So, yeah. So, and if this card's effects are negated by card effects, you can pay 1,000 life points to activate one of the spells / trap cards from your deck or hand to the field. So, to your field. So, yeah. So, most of these are activating other cards, but it has a graveyard effect. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card, special summon 1 popcorn monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. But its attack points are set to 9,500 points. Yeah, that's crazy. The triangle power can't even go that high. Exactly. Spooky, scary skeleton shivers down your spine. I'm singing it. So, once per turn during your main phase 1, like the other card, the one that was, you pay 100 life points. All non-plant type monsters lose 1,000 attack / defense points. If this card's effects are negated by card effects, you discard 1 card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. You gain 1,000 life points. If this card is in your graveyard, you shuffle this card into the deck. You can draw 2 cards from the top of your deck to your hand. So this card is like broken, but good kind. So, yeah. And then Monster Kid. Monster Kid has once per turn during your main phase 2, you can't, or you pay 1,000 life points, special summon 1 popcorn monster or 1 plant type monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. And if this card's effects are negated by card effects, and you can shuffle this card into the deck. From anywhere, you inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points for each level this card has. If it does, special summon 2 plant type monsters from your deck to your field in attack mode. But their attack points set to, infinite, or like, it says 9 million or 19 million points. Yeah. If this card is in your graveyard or a banner zone, shuffle this card into the deck. You gain 2,000 life points. So this card, I wanted to make it like broken because you don't see many broken cards. You only see like, oh, this archetype is too broken. I agree on that. This archetype is broken. So yeah, this one, popcorn mix, and the other one was like, so this one, instead of using like a normal, like Mirror Force or like any check cards that activates during your opponent's turn, this card can only be activated if you have one or more popcorn spell / trap cards on the field, except this card. You can shuffle this card shuffle them into the deck. You can special summon 2 popcorn monsters anywhere to your field in the defense mode. If this card is in your graveyard or banner zone, you can shuffle this card into your deck. You gain 4,000 life points. Yeah. So basically, like that card, the spell cards that I showed you in the beginning of this video was kind of broken. Like this effect, shuffles those cards into the deck. Special summons 2 monsters, just 2, not like 2,000. Yeah, so then now the monster called Microwave, we have one of those actually in real life. Called Microwave. Not Microwave Monster, don't worry. So this is Popcorn Microwave Monster. It has the same effect as Catapult Turtle's effect. Like you can tribute 1 monster, inflict damage to your opponent's life points. But this one equals like to your opponent's opponent equals to the attributed monster's attack points. Yeah, I think this is going to be superior because if it does, you gain life points equal to that attributed monster's defense points. If this card is tributed by a card effect, shuffle this card into the deck from the graveyard or banner zone. Special summon one popcorn monster, except this card, from your deck or graveyard to your field in attack mode. If it does, its attack points get set to 6 million. So yeah, it's pretty. This is a whole archetypes theme around. Is setting opponent. It's basically you can summon a monster, you can boost or like set their attack points to very high numbers, and the yeah. So that would be like, and it gives you a little bit much advantage as a. So let's do this corner right here. Popcorn Bat. If this card is sent to the grave by sent to the grave by a card effect or by tributing. So yeah, you can shuffle this card into the deck instead of graveyard or banner zone. Special summon one popcorn monster or one plant type monster from anywhere to your field in attack mode. If it does, you gain life points equal to that special summon monster's attack points. And it also, I forgot to mention, all these cards have like, you can pay life points. You also gain life points at the same time. So then, yeah. Now, we already did this one. Now, we already did this one. Sorry. Now we're on the very last card of this archetype. So, each one, like, you can, or this one requires 2 popcorn monsters. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Level 8 monster. Dark with, like. So, yeah. Once per turn during your draw phase, shuffle one card from your graveyard or banner zone to your deck. Activate all cards, or like all the popcorn spell / trap cards from anywhere to your field. If it does, this card gains 3,000 life points or attack points. For each spell card, or for each popcorn earned on the field. If this card is in your graveyard or banner zone, you can shuffle this card into your extra deck. Special summon 2 popcorn monsters from anywhere to your field in attack mode. So this card is basically like the same thing as the rest. Yeah. So now let's get out of here. Now let's go to do one of my other favorite ones. This one, Taps of Power. Now we're Archetype. And no, it's not the same one as the one that's in the beginning of this intro. So, yeah, this one is a tuner. It sets up for extra stuff. So, yeah. And then this one, you can add 2 cards from it by paying life points. And you can, if this card, they all have that effect. So, I'm going to go really fast on it. So, yeah. This one, you can add 4 cards from your deck or graveyard or banner into your hand. So this one special summons the one of the tap monsters in attack mode. If it does, you can also gain life points and yeah. Tap of Power Body. So this one is basically adds 3 spell cards. This one, if you had this in the Exodia deck, and you add like 4 pieces of Exodia, and you already had a head in the hand already, you automatically win the duel. Oh, yeah. So then, yeah, this one allows you to gain spell cards. Like you could search that out. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna go over their like full effects. So basically, they're on Dueling Books, so you could read their effects if you want. So basically, so this one, Tap of the Power Head. It's not. It's actually the like a full body kind. So this one allows you to basically shuffle 1 card from your hand or graveyard or bannerstone into the deck. Add 3 cards. So basically, yeah. This one, I am not. So some of these cards allows you to shuffle, add, and gain. So like this one allows you to shuffle 2 cards from the top of your deck, or like hand or graveyard into the deck. And this one, some of these cards have like you can pay a whole bunch of cards to basically gain advantage. The Synchro Monster Human is it takes one of those and yeah. So they're all on Dueling Books. So if you want to just look up Taps of the Power. So this is the evolution, like assembly. Like these are just all body parts, like hand, body, head, feet, to create a human. It's like how I'm going off of like Monster or Frankenstein. Oh, that reminds me. The duel book or the dueling logs, the duel logs. If you're watching this, I'm still upset at you. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but it's just You forgot one card. Let's go over to it, shall we? Give me 1 minute. So this card right here is, I'm so mad at Dueling Book, or not Dueling Book, the Duel Logs, because this one, he forgot to add it to his when he did the Cyberstein archetype. This one pulls a whole bunch of archetypes to slow down. It holds the entire archetype together. Because this one, when it's normal or summoned, you discard 5 cards from your deck that you choose which ones. And then you can special summon 2 monsters from your deck, or graveyard, or banner zone, or hand to your field in attack mode. And their effects gets added to this card's urge without paying life points to use it. Their own effects. If this card is sent to the grave by by battle or by card effects, you can special summon this card to your opponent's field in the defense mode with 1,000 attack points, defense points, and can't be chained. Yeah. So this card is busted, broken, because it allows you to basically have Cyberstein on the field with its little Igor one, and so yeah, and plus some of them have you have to pay 1,000 life points. Yeah. Because some of them, like Dark Cyberstein's Target, and then all that stuff. So, yeah. This one, or some of these cards have, and I figured out why this card, it's basically, once you activate it, you can banish this card from your graveyard. So basically, it's stops your attacks and, yeah. And all that stuff. I did like this card because I meant both players to pick pick a number between 1 and 100, and yeah. So basically, this card allows you to have an infinite loop by itself, if you really think about it. So then, yeah. And I already made a elemental hero fusion sign. Because there's this one, the crazy monster. There's some of these have but this one, I'm still upset at the the dual logs for it. Okay? But, hey, it's okay, man. So, now, yeah. So, this one is flame cannon, like, watch thing. Yeah. And it's supposed to be, like, equipped to any other, like, of these cards. And they attack your opponent's life points. And before damage calculations, you can pay 1,000 life points to negate all card effects from your opponent's field. From your opponent. So, yeah. Basically, it stops any block urge. Like block. Huh? Huh? And, yeah. So, I went over a lot of cards, so, yeah. So, this one, if it's in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Yeah? So, all these cards are, like, meant for, like, tabs. The game that Konami didn't, like, play or didn't own. Houghton. Houghton. And any rights to. Sorry. I'm trying to think. So, yeah. So then, now, that was the whole, like, different archetype. Now, the weird ones, like this one, it takes Joey's favorite one, Jinzo, and the legendary fisherman, and yeah. So basically, yeah, it's basically Jinzo rode the shark, basically. And yeah. And all it doesn't mean the because of Jinzo thing. So now I hope that you guys I am not gonna read the whole effect because yeah, it takes one Jinzo monster plus one water type monster, basically, or attribute monster. So yeah, the if this card is fusion summon, you can banish one. Yeah. So basically, I try to do a balance between legendary fisherman and the Jinzo thing because if that would be cool if Joey Wheeler and that fish guy, the one I forget his name, that has legendary fisherman in, if they fuse their cards together to create this monstrosity. Because we have more iconic ones like Dragon Champion one, or Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight thing. I'm trying to think of those cards' names. But this one, yeah. So, and then the Ultimate Leveler thing, tributes, summons, like, if you want it to be, like, summons two counterparts of it. It's crazy, yes. So, yeah, that was about... There's a lot. So, yeah, if you guys want me to do a... Or before we leave, this is a question for you. Oh. Do you guys want me to do a reverse version of what if Zuko gains the infinity power? Like a flip version. Basically, him having, or he already had, or he was born with infinity. Basically, like he can, like Thanos, but without the infinity gauntlet. And more negative to him makes him stronger, and he can absorb all the negative emotions, all that stuff. Or do you want me to do or actually, after this custom card thing, I may do, like, what if Rimuru was married to Ms. Valentine's, or whatever her name is, that girl? Not the Yu-Gi-Oh card, or not the Yu-Gi-Oh character. I know there's a one in Yu-Gi-Oh that's called Miss Valentine's thing. And to be honest, I would rather ship her with Joey Wheeler. Yeah, it's iconic. So yeah, but this one, I don't know how to say the name. So yeah, Demon Lord Leon Valentine. Yeah, I don't know how to say it properly. So yeah, and yeah, but I'm gonna do it in my own, because I don't want to be like, the out of my own heart. It terrifies me sometimes that some of you find copyrights in music that I'm not, like, playing in the background or playing in my videos. That's why it sounds so still, like you could hear a pin drop, kind. But only thing that you could hear is my voice. So, yeah. Or do you want me to redo the one of Deku had Trap Tricks and Girl here? I almost said Spider Man, but or Atril, whatever her name is, I can't pronounce it. So yeah, her. She has a spider. She's a literal spider. Yeah. So if you guys want me to do that or do a new What If series with the, like, what if she got married to who Zuko thing. Because I already did with, or I already used my own custom character, Mono. That's the Nomu, but spelled backwards. Like M-U-N-O. Mono. So, yeah. If you guys want me to do some crazy, like, thing, please leave it in the comments below. And I'm thinking about adding myself, just not like to, already did, and add myself to the My Hero Academia universe. But I want to do it like a different way. Instead of like having Toga, or to be Toga's dad, and it would be like, yeah. So, yeah. This archetype, or this part, like, there's two parts in this video. One's about custom cards in the beginning. Now, we were talking about the, who would you pick? I'm listening to your thoughts in the comments below. So, yeah. If you guys want me to do a what if I was in something, or what if Zuko was in, or was, because I already did the ones that are like, keep scrolling. I already did like what if Zumi was as Musclear's girlfriend. What if Zumi was Overhaul's girlfriend? I did a what if Zumi was as like successor to the Cork Doctor. So which ones would you want to ship? I'm making quotes things. If you guys say what, or you should do what if Zumi was on a ship with the Fire Fist Ace, I will read your comment out and yeah. So, yeah. So, basically, in my, just coming in like the, probably tomorrow, I'll do what if I was in My Hero Academia, but a whole different, like, change to it. AKA, me hanging out with people like Jiro, and that human Pikachu guy, and like, and my character, her, is like, can predict the future. Her. And yeah. So if you guys want me to do a drawing of a, like, so yeah. So most of these, all of you are gonna vote on in the comments below on this video. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and everything. So peace out, y'all.